Biafra. Yes, sir. Once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, conscious people wherever you are all over the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. As always, this is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio Station. Biafra Human Right Radio Station is being anchored by Diokpa Uche Okafor Mefo. Diokpa Uche Okafor Mefo is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. He's the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. This is one truth we do not expect everyone to understand, but one day you shall. And by the special grace of the Almighty Creator, I remain George Onyibe. I come from Abo. Abo is in Anyoma province. Anyoma province is in Delta State, and I will say every piece of land in Delta State is Biafra land. I want to acknowledge members of the Biafran Watchmen. I want to acknowledge members of the Biafran Nations Alliance. I want to acknowledge the de facto customary government of Biafran Nation. I want to acknowledge all that pro-Biafran group who in one way or the other are making effort to ensure that this nation we bled for is finally ours in the end of all this struggle. I want to acknowledge every man and woman who stood out there to make a difference, who understand the plight of our people and not just only ready to put their resources down to ensure that the right thing is done, but they stand for the truth. I want to acknowledge all of you. Conscious people, you are not a Biafran, but you are a sympathizer because you understand what is happening. And I'm, above all, I acknowledge the Creator. Because in a time like this, our people are gradually waking up. And this is the miracle we long for. That we be part of a nation where everybody is sincere, where everybody is genuine, where everybody says yes and they said yes. Those who put their hands on the plow and never look back. I will acknowledge him, for he is the one who has set our feet upon this path that we must follow. He is the primordial influence that drives us in everything we do. He is the Alpha and the Omega. He is the one who has appointed our hours of freedom. And men can play any game they like. But when God arises, all others will bow. And so, in my humble way, as always, I say to him this evening, Anyị na-aja gị mma maka n'eziokwu ịmara mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadị o inwe gị mgbanwe ọ dịghị onye dịka gị ịbụ Alfa na Omega anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdị mma o ise. And of course, this evening, as always, we move ahead to our topic, which is simply titled, The True Biafra Restoration Begin with Genuine Empowerment of the People. The true Biafra restoration must start with genuine empowering the people. Nobody can deceive anybody. Nigerian today will continue to diminish, will continue to dismember, will continue to fizzle out until it's no more. Why? Because Nigeria over the years deliberately oppress, deliberately suppress, deliberately emasculate their youth, reducing them to common beggars and eventually maybe thieves. Every policy that Nigerian has implemented in time past is further engineered to emasculate the youth. Just reduce them to beggar. And today, in the midst of wisdom, in the midst of knowledge and understanding, in the midst of abundant resources, in the midst of genuine men and women with talent unimaginable, we're all beggars. We are almost nobody. We are scavengers around the globe. And those who harbor us could only look at us from their window, and they wish we knew what we are supposed to know. That is empowerment. Many people are making effort to make the youth rise. How can they rise when they don't even know their power? When they don't know they have power, how can they rise? And when you manage to show them that they have power, you still want to enslave them all over again. And so I call on the next generation of Biafra. Time for exchanging us for kobo and penny is over. All of you must be empowered. All of you must know the truth. All of you must stand for the truth. All of you must fight, if necessary, die for the truth without considering anything. Because without us being the author of our destiny, who are we? And so if any man or woman stand up today and say we want to restore Biafra, Biafra of baboons and monkey, or Biafra of sincere intellectual capacity individual, which of the Biafra are you restoring? Look at the stage we are. You have more zombies in the name of Biafra agitation than people who their mind can articulate, than people who can reason. And some people do not understand. Now let me take time to clear your doubt. The duty is not to take power and then become God. Our plan is to make sure that every Biafran youth is empowered. We know the type of empowerment we talk about. Not some leaving their children to enjoy, and then they are sacrificing both of us, and then you are a zombie already, you don't have sense. You want to be in the same country with me when you cannot reason? My brother, that is not the type of Biafra. You are not empowered, you are a lazy youth. And so we must continue to expose all these things. Most of you don't understand what is happening. We came in here to fight for our people. Nnamdi Kanu is the one that have monopoly to insult everybody. Nnamdi Kanu will insult everybody. Wike is Itambuwa, Mrs. Tambuwa, but Nnamdi Kanu is Mrs. Atiku. He's the only one insulting everybody, turning most of you to idiots. You don't have sense again. And then maybe when we come, we begin to behave like gentleman, like good man, like punishment. All from our way punishing ourselves. With all the punishing where you punish yourself. With all the selfie and the rest rubbish you do to yourself. Where has it led us to? The people who didn't go to school are the one ruling us. And the more we are trying to correct this menace, some criminals like Nnamdi Kanu will not allow you to see road. He want to join PDP, let him go to PDP or APC. Any political party, let him go and stop deceiving our people. And the gullible ones to say, oh, why don't you leave? Why can't we leave him alone? Let us continue. I came across an audio coming from the Akwa Ibom state called, Akwa Ibom state governor. And I think it is important for the sake or benefit of those who have not heard it to listen to what this man said. He was trying to analyze the activities of unknown gunmen. Let me play some of the clip, and then we'll come to analyze it before all of us need to come home and begin to empower our youth. Because if you want all of us to be zombie, you're going to have a nation of zombie. It's unfortunate.
We've seen a trace of it today because some people were arrested with fake army uniforms. They came with 18 AK-47 and they were arrested. But unfortunately, as I'm speaking right now, as those people were arrested, the PRS person, through the order of the Commissioner of Police, were asking that those people should all be let go. And before this time, fortunately, some of our guys were able to capture this thing with their phones. So we have pictures of the fake army uniforms those people were wearing. We are going to play for the whole world to see. The 18 AK-47 recovered by the police. Police have allowed them to take them all back. This is the same war sword that was pronounced. The IG of police, we've reported this thing to the highest order. We've reported this to the presidency, to all the arms of the security agencies. And nobody has taken steps to address it. So
now let me try to analyze something. Why I have to play this audio? Because when we tell you that Nnamdi Kanu is taking drug and we are trying to find out the type of drug he takes so we can cure him, most of you will not understand. Out of desperation to make something that it cannot be to be, You want to kill all of us. And Mugushi don't even know what is happening. This is the governor of Cross Rivers, Akwa Ibom State. Some people came to Akwa Ibom. They had AK-47. I will still replay it. They attacked the community. In Rivers State, as I'm talking to you, by 7 o'clock, everybody, there is curfew. Around the south and southeast, there are activities of terrorists going on. But we are very economical with words because we don't even know what to say, because one of our brother is claiming responsibility. By now, maybe he's praying for unknown gunmen. Hey, unknown gunmen, God bless you, angel from heaven. But the governor of Akwa Ibom now is telling you that the people who are born in Akwa Ibom, and of course they have started with the Facebook, but we continue. That the people who are killing people in Akwa Ibom, bombing everybody, the government is telling you that they arrested them. They handed them over to the police. And the police let all of them go. Are you telling me now that Nnamdi Kanu, unknown gunman, is working with the Nigerian police? And now, what I want you to get there now is that there are terrorists ravaging our land. Nnamdi Kanu is taking all the glory. Yes, my unknown gunman, so that he can raise money. He can collect money from all of you that is defending our land. We know what's up. Nnamdi Kanu is not a stakeholder. He just has some little criminal. He gives more money to cause little riot. There is a terrorist group already in our midst. But we will be very patient because they will use their hand to expose themselves. This is a governor of a state telling you. And maybe, of course, he's supposed to be broadcasting alongside with me, telling you our unknown gunmen and our you jumping up and down your unknown gunmen. And terrorists are gradually killing us. Have you not wondered? All the police killed are all Biafrans. All the army killed are all Biafrans. All the children, civilian killed are all Biafran. And yet our brother on drug, Nnamdi Kanu, is like, hey, yes, I'm a non-gunman, I'm a non-gunman. And I don't get sense. And some people believe that, oh, you see, let's be civilized. Civilize a walk on. Civilize a walk on. If we cannot set our priority right, why are we endangering the life of our people? And now today, we don't even know who is unknown gunmen. We don't know Eastern security criminals. We don't know who is actually killing us. No more Fulani headsmen. Yes, I give kudos to the governors of the South who said today they banned open grazing in the South. And I wish they will back that declaration with action. And I wish all the governors in Biafra land will do the same thing. But how will we know? When there are terrorists in our midst and our brother is distracting all of you. All his interest now is, number one, how he can go back to Nigerian politics. Number two, how he can raise funds. Number three, how to suppress all of us so he can change the narrative. We are waiting for you. I think you and Simeon Ekpa are changing the narrative. Change it, we are following you. This is what the governor say. Let me play the audio and so we can move on. Because when it's happening, you won't even know. You are there jumping up and down. Hey, our non-government, we bless you. Oh, they are doing well. Oh, you are doing well. You are doing this. Our non-government. The Fulanis are there killing our people. The terrorists are all over our land. Because you want to prove a point. Rubbish point.
We've seen a trace of it today. Because some people were arrested with fake army uniforms. They came with 18 AK-47 and they were arrested. But unfortunately, as I'm speaking right now, as those people were arrested, the PRS person, through the order of the Commissioner of Police, were asking that those people should all be let go. And before this time, fortunately, some of our guys were able to capture this thing with their phones. So we have pictures of the fake army uniforms those people were wearing. We are going to play for the whole world to see. The 18 AK-47 recovered by the police. Police have allowed them to take them all back. This is the same war sword that was pronounced. The IG of police, we've reported this thing to the highest order. We've reported it to the presidency, to all the arms of the security agencies. And nobody has taken steps to address it. So they are leaving Akwa people to defend themselves. Meanwhile, they are using our own oil money to maintain security. All of just recently, the SS crude account that was kept for our own people had been used to acquire military weapons. We didn't know those weapons were used to come and intimidate our own people. So we've called on all the powers that be. We've called on the international community that this is a war that has been declared. I've never heard where Nigerian police is a partisanship. This is the first time where the entire police structure is belonging to a particular political party. But since we don't have the police, we don't have anything except God that we have on our people. We want to let the whole world know that whatever happens in this state is caused by the police, not any other arm of the agency, but the police force. With the people that the court had actually declared as illegal occupants of that seat. And today he led them into the place with talks. And we are calling on all that let the police force be called to order. They should go and defend Nigerian territories where need be. They were meant to maintain peace and order, internal peace and order, not to cause chaos in someone's state. And if they are playing politics this way, there's no hope for democracy in this country. And this is in line with the plan. We have their script. That number one, they want to cause mayhem in the state so that election will not be held. The same day general election will be called. But we are trying to tell that if election is not held on that, if we can't hold election on that same day, they should forget election here. Either you hold election the same day everybody is, forget about elections here. Elections must be held the same day. That is what they are trying to perpetrate here now. And we need to see, they've injured a lot of our people, they've destroyed people's houses, and police are supervising them to do this. Which country had this ever happened? And we've reported this, they tend to ignore. I've called the IG police operations, who's supposed to call this into order. He promised me he was going to call this to order. Nothing has been done. We've tried to reach IG of police this morning. He has rebuffed us. Why should this happen in a country that has constitution, there's law, and everybody here is a citizen? Nobody was brought into Nigeria. Nobody here is an alien. So we are warning the whole country now that Akwa Ibom State is under siege by the police, not by any other person. Because we have all our people here. And we have very peace-loving people. But our peace is being threatened by the police force. Let the commissioner that they just posted last weekend, who is coming to perpetrate this, let's assume he has finished his course. He has achieved his own mission. I want to call on the police force this evening. The police commissioner of this state must be withdrawn. He has to leave this evening.
Let us move on. Now, this is where the truth begins to come out. The international community believes that Nnamdi Kanu is the one bombing everywhere because he gladly obliged our known gunmen, He's raising fund. That is all. Of course, he's a member of PDP. Maybe he has changed political party, and then they are destabilizing the whole community, including Nigerian police. The governor just told you they recover AK-47, 18 AK-47. They use it to terrorize everywhere. And the people who are supposed to be fighting for freedom, they are non-government, they are doing baptism, they are reducing your number, they are killing you, they are destabilizing your community. This group of criminals who come in different shade and fashion, they are destabilizing our community. We don't even know who is Fulani headsman. We don't know who is Janjaweed. We don't know Miati Allah and Boko Haram. We don't even know. They are already in our midst. Now, if we take the statement coming from all the governors in Biafra land, you will know they know what is happening. But the one that makes all of them to be tired is that because Nnamdi Kanu want to show he's relevant, he is giving Biafra he cannot give. He knows everything he claims. The governor is telling you, so go on Facebook and say, there are non-government, they have, but you people don't know. We know what is happening, but we will not tell you anything. Be deceiving yourself. When Buhari said Nigerian youth are lazy, he was not talking that you don't have Apobi. He was referring to something, and not until all of us get there. You don't know. You know, some persons think we are safe, we are distant. This thing will not end the way you think it will end. This thing will not end the way you think it will end. Our duty is to warn you. All this way is the way I was talking to Nnamdi Kanu, talking to all those criminals called DOS. All they are interested in raising fund. That is it. All of the time I was telling them, you people are dancing naked in the marketplace, and I swear to the Almighty Creator, the reason I'm keeping them quiet is that Nnamdi Kanu has not mentioned my name. And when he tries it, I will send him 40 years behind his career. I will expose him that even his shadow will turn against him. His height of evil is unbelievable. We came out here with pure heart. We came out here to fight to liberate our people. You turn everybody to zombie. And now what did you didn't count on is that some of us are the ungifted. When I mean the ungifted, we can't curse people and people can't curse us. And you can't win us in any battle because there is a power that shapes our way. I am your destiny and I'm your doom. I told all of you, you are dancing naked in the marketplace. And the reason I am keeping my mouth shut is because of trust issue. Look at every Biafran youth, a wise people whose very umbilical and progeny is tied to this earth. People whose everything about them influence divinity. Look at what you turn them to. And some of them are still sleeping. They don't even know where they are. You're fighting for a nation to be ruled by who? Hooligans? To be ruled by who? Unknown gunmen? How will such a nation be? This is a governor. I have to play it, so I keep the record. That on this very day, when this atrocity was going on, some governors were bold enough to tell you what is going on. Go and ask Hopus Odema if he does not know people who bombed the Imo State correctional facility. Everywhere they have been attacked, go and ask them. It's unfortunate. When people begin to react somehow, don't be an idiot and start yapping and condemning them. Try to find out the reason behind every action, and maybe you begin to gather strength. Like I said before we listened to that audio, we are talking about Biafra Restoration Project. You must understand that it goes beyond having access to territorial boundary integrity. It goes beyond that. We want Biafra. Our land pass here, our land pass there. Is it a country of mad people? Trying to define our territorial integrity is one of the beginning of the whole process. It goes beyond that. We wake up one day, we go to boundary, we set flag, yes, this is our land, this is our land. Who are the people living inside that land? Monkeys and baboons, as Nnamdi Kanu used to call all of you, or rat in the cage? Who are the people now? How do they restore Biafra? Igede Biafra, Iyala Biafra, Otokoto Biafra, Yoruba Biafra, Idu Biafra, Oduduwa Biafra, everybody Biafra. Is that how to make a country? Our people must understand, it's not just about the boundary. You must understand that it's not just about having a territorial control of any geographical location across the globe. You know, it's not about, in this territory, we have control. We are the one in charge. It is our country. Country of which people? Country of which people? Go and look at the most smallest countries in the world. Most of them don't even have what it takes to survive. But because the people have been empowered, they can do anything. They can stand any challenge. People less than 3 million can put the world on hold. Does the Catholic not control the world from the Vatican City? And so it's not about the size. It is not about the gra-gra. It is not about the harassment and intimidation. It is about equipping the mind of the people. We will keep exposing Nnamdi Kanu until everybody has sense. You will be delivered, don't worry. He turned all of you to Mugu. You can't reason properly. How can such people build a nation? You that rejoice over death, irrespective of the fact that Fulani are killing our people and raping our people, according to our value. We don't like this. We didn't pray for this. These were abominable acts where we come from. Today they kill somebody, you are rejoicing, you post their picture on social media, and you are going to be in the same country with me, right? If we want to do it, let us do it once and for all and stop prolonging the suffering of people. You cause small wahala, then Fulani will help you complete the rest, and then you begin to say, yeah, we are dating you that lesson. Now you have seen now that unknown government in Akwa Ibom is even Janja weed, according to the governor. Yes, we are going to get the country, our country will be, you don't know anything. If we do not empower, equip the next generation, even when they give us Biafra today, I can assure you that 100 years time, we will not be able to settle the differences among us. Because most of you are distracted already. You don't even know what you are doing. For many reasons, we would have backed down. But we came in here for the truth and absolute truth. And we will stand here to the end. We are your destiny, and I am your doom. It's unfortunate. So each time when we come out agitating for Biafra, we must understand that for Biafra to be truly restored, we must install the following, which is actually meant to empower the people. Number one, the mind of our people must be equipped and guided by righteousness. To build a nation, it's not just going to give us our country, give us our country, we no go glue, we no go glue. Oh no, one day, you must equip the mind of the people. They must understand the need why we have to be a country of our own. They must understand the need why their mind must be guided by righteousness, and that is principled people. Principled people. We are not for sale. We are not for sale. Remember, in those days, we go out for consultation, to hold meeting with people, to talk them into buying the commodity, Biafra Restoration Project. We don't collect money. We didn't collect any money. We never collect money to betray Biafra. Not today, not tomorrow. Because our mind is guided, equipped and guided by righteousness. We are principled individuals. Today, how many of you can look at yourself now and say you are a principled individual? Somebody called me, an elderly man I respect. He called me, he wrote to me yesterday, and then he was telling me, I think I told you, you should not follow Uchimefo. Did I not tell you? I told you, let me be sponsoring your program back to your roots. You now go and follow Uchimefo. Look at you now. You are being disgraced. Shame on you. But now let me tell you, you just go and meet Nnamdi Kanu and apologize. And then come back, I will begin to sponsor you. I look at the idiot. I used to have regard for him. For record purposes, his number is plus 4676 093 9752. That is his number, the number of that idiot who hide his children in overseas and is turning you to baboon and monkey. I'd rather die of hunger, I'd rather die in the hand of anybody than for me to even betray, violate my conscience regarding this Biafra issue for a single minute. I repeat the number of that idiot again. It is plus 46 76 09 39 752. That is what he came to tell me. And so when we know Nnamdi Kanu have sold all of you, collect money, deliver, documented, we should follow him. We are not that. We are not trained that way. Our mind is guided by righteousness. We are principled individuals. Principled minded individuals. Our message will come in different dimensions. Our target is all the audience. If you go across our broadcast, you will see the truth if you have what it takes to see the truth. The first thing you do is equip the mind of your children. equip the mind of the next generation to be guided with righteousness. When you talk about righteousness, it's not being holy, 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 holy. Righteous people are principled people. Righteous people are the people who will question God when necessary. Righteous people are people who stand for the truth and nothing more, nothing less. They are those who put their hand on the plow and they never look back. They are ready to die for what they believe, irrespective of your opinion. Don't you understand? How many of our people are like that? Election is coming. Unknown government is preparing grant for them to mesmerize all of you. And when they begin to use helicopter to throw dollars across Nigeria, we shall see how many of you are principled. Ikunso was killed. Why did they kill him? Because we have not started talking about it. It's unfortunate. But when the people know you cannot be bought, they respect you. You have strength. In 2017, we came together. We said there will be no election in Biafra land until a day of referendum is given. It's not as if a date is given, you will give us Biafra, but it is a way to go. This is known as civil disobedience. This is known as civil disobedience. It is our right. I was poisoned. I was poisoned alongside with Chimubi Okafo. She didn't make it. Because of this same Biafra. The same criminals who are that he said, okay, he can live in the canal, but he's the one sending them to poison us, to shut all of us down, and then have only baboons who cannot reason, follow him in 18 supreme leader, supreme mercy. They are mad people. Nigerian for the first time was brought to her knee. And then all of a sudden, one idiot come and say, yes, I see it, I documented, I delivered you, election continue. Come and declare no election now. That thing you are doing, it is a temporary game you are playing on the mind of our people. But we will free them up. Let any idiot come and say there is no election in Nigeria again. So that thunder will fire you and your generation. Wicked people like that. You're using our blood to make money. That thing you are doing, we are learning from all of you. It's just that if our heart is not guided by principle, we will begin to kill ourselves. Nnamdi Kanu, unknown government, Eastern Security, Mumu, they are not guided by principle. That is why it's only their people they are killing. If the truth hurts you, get ready because we have just begun. How can you see evil and you don't expose it? And so, how many of our people are truly principled? All the principal officers that work side by side with me in IPOB, they know I don't tell lie. They know I have lived my life to defend all of them, ready to sacrifice it. And I've been a brother to all of them. What Nnamdi Kanu did to me is shocking to them till this moment. But with all this, they can't come out. Even the one they beat, they rape, Biafrans, that Biafran IPOB beat, rape, they are hiding. Because you are not principled. You are not man enough. They give you juju, they make you no talk. These people are the one coming to fight for a nation, woman rapper everywhere. And then Nnamdi Kanu took advantage of your stupidity and he's now bamboozling all of you. It's unfortunate. You must equip the people. You must let them, teach them to look at anybody in the face and tell them the truth, irrespective of whose sort is God. Not until you have children like that. Not until you have people who have the mind of their own. Who in every attempt to dispense justice will say the truth, even on their expense. Who is doing that? Most of you are even teaching your children to lie, to deceive. I got to a stage in my life, I was in the position to teach my children to lie. But I knew the consequence. It does not end me trying to gain one thing today, because it's going to lead them to lose so many tomorrow. And I told my children and I said, if anybody asks of me, tell them I'm not around. And then the second thought come to my mind and say, you are a reverend. How can you teach your children to lie? And I call them and say, sit down. If I'm at home and then I say, tell people I'm not at home, How will you refer me? What am I doing? He said, Daddy, you are telling lies now. I say, okay. But it is not intentional. This has to happen to prevent certain things. And I would not want you to continue in that manner and say your daddy used to do that. There are situations that are out of control. And somewhere we have to control it. But some of you are, some mother will even tell their daughter, chop the guy money if you don't like her, chop his money. Some father will tell her, steal your company money. Even some pastors will tell you, rob. The Lord is with you. And those kind of people, can they build a nation? Can they build a nation? People looking for how to steal money, how to destroy you, are telling you they are fighting for your welfare. You are there. Yes, you steal our Biafra foundation money. Where is the one Barrister Joffo took? Oh, Barrister Joffo didn't steal money. This same man destroying everybody. Who tell you to set up your people. Most of you, they say, don't talk to Judge Onyibe. Give Judge Onyibe gap. He had to avoid it. He's a severe. You don't have sense. Come and enter Biafra now. We are waiting for you. You turn everybody against each other. You complain and cry. You are fighting for freedom. It's unfortunate. Don't worry, all of you, you will get the message. It's a bit by bit. Let them come out. And the Jews up we are following up for this, for the avoidance of doubt. When somebody is guided with principle, they consider all sides before they do anything. Number 2, the people must develop faith, trust, and hope in hard work. The people fighting for freedom must first of all develop trust, faith, and hope in hard work. These 3 things look familiar. You hear them every day, only in the church. Faith, hope, trust in hard work. They're similar, but they are not the same. Absolute faith, absolute belief. How many of you believe in Biafra? How many of you? How many of you? How many of you believe in hard work? How many? Without being equipped with this kind of mindset, what kind of a nation are you going to build? Look at Biafrans has turned to lazy people already. I'm into labor market. We are looking for our young men to do Uguaja. You don't see them. All our young men are playing Niger bet. Go to our communities in the interior villages. It is Hausa Fulani that are doing labor for our mothers now. It is Hausa Fulani now that are within our farm. Our youth now has become the generation of Niger bet. Coupon, kalo. You call our youth and say, come and supply this labor or something. Block. They just look you and bounce out. And then there are people entering trailer from God knows where, Kafanchan, and coming to your village and doing that job. The one you want is cheap labor. What about our women? You think because a man will sleep with you and then give you 20,000 naira in a night, that makes you not to work? You are useless. Because a time will come, no man will want to sleep with you. And that 20,000 or whatever money they give you will stop coming. But there are people who have slept with Atiku and the rest of the people. They are millionaires, but they are still working hard. There are people playing Niger, bet Niger, but they are still working hard. Because those things you got in an ill-gotten way, he cannot last. People like us who have sacrificed almost everything we lived for, we bled for, we worked for in this life. If we don't have faith in hard work, by now we will chop shit. Today people bend your will because you are poor, because you can't embrace hard work, because you cannot stand and to have faith and trust that what you are doing that is good will surely yield fruit. The moment you collect money, yes, we seal it, we deliver, we documented. If we don't equip the next generation with this mindset, get ready. Everybody, that is why any governor in Biafra land, you are giving anybody money to stop unknown gunmen, or be unknown men. My brother, we are all learning. When the business begin to pay, all of us will form our own unknown gunmen. But save the next generation for our value system. Understand this is not who our parents is. We did not come here to destroy our values. We did not come here to rubbish ourselves. We came here to restore our nation from this evil enclave called Nigeria. The people must be properly indoctrinated in the genuine way of life. If you are fighting for a nation, the people must be indoctrinated in the proper way of life. The people you must indoctrinate the people. You don't do this. You don't do that. You don't do this. You have to do this. I remember in those days of Onyibe one day about also. You will understand that it is not what you give that actually breaks the people down, but the mind to give. When people have problem, we go there. We bring 1 cup of gari, we do like this because we don't have. We never complained about it. We all did what we can to keep each other going, encourage each other. People have lost more than that. You teach them how to live life. What is Nnamdi Kanu teaching us now? To be aggressive against one another. An idiot cannot use their head. And you are going to be in the same nation with me. So what are the values? How is Biafra going to be with the level of Skalewa at disposal now? We think it's just to say, give us Biafra, we want Biafra, you go get Biafra, they take the Biafra, and then when we call you, become animal farm. In those days, we used to be very coordinated. Respectable men and women. All class were able to meet in one place and discuss like human beings. Analyze issues, situation, and circumstance. Today now, you can't hold meeting. You are doing on gone no men. You here. And so you must equip the mind of the people. In these processes that I'm mentioning, you must build a platform for financial empowerment to be introduced. You must build a platform. Why do you think many of the people have become bamboozled? They don't know what to do. Where you are frustrated, out of frustration, you join on-gone no men. Out of frustration. You don't even know why you are there. Look at the other one that was arrested. Then tell me, say, when Biafra come, they go train my children. Which year? You know, get sense. Did you give birth to those children so the IPOB can come and train your children? You can be rest assured that is the last thing Nnamdi Kanu will do. That is just one. Put all of them. Nigeria may be a zoo, but they can read your psyche. 3 different times I've been arrested by the DSS. Do you understand? And each of them, they ask questions. When we sit, they now begin to ask questions. They will say, you, why are you a Biafra? He said, I be Biafra because I be Biafra. I be Biafra. I do this. And they'll be just looking at us. And each time they come to me, I answer them my questions. And sometimes even those people want to be join the movement. What are we trying to say? What am I not saying? You must create a financial platform to empower the people. Those who are mechanic should go back to their mechanic workshop. Those who are mason should go back to the bricklaying job. Those who are Okada, Keke na Pepe, those who are scientists, those, all of you, go back to your job. You will see. You will develop the ability to set scale of reference. And eventually you'll be able to set your priority right. You'll be able to pay your bills. And if you can pay your bills, you do what you are doing because you are convinced it's the right thing to do. But without that, my brother, you are nobody. Jump up and down, they die, they kill you, your family will suffer. Go and check all the people who were jumping up and down before you. You will see their life has been made miserable. And there are people shouting over there, we are the welfare in a welfare in Yoshi. Do you know how many millions people in America contributed in the name of welfare? Go and ask Chris Eka, is the new welfare. Go and ask, what is the name of the other man? All of them. And Pastor Jack is rotten. They were the group, as he they hot. George Onyibe exposed, as he they hot. George Onyibe exposed, season 1. I know they hot again. You're creating baboons and monkey everywhere. And you are looking for Biafra. Which kind of Biafra is that? We must develop the talent and gift of our people. We must harness them to the benefit of the development of that country you want to build. All of you now have turned to unknown gunmen. I'll be on gun men. You don't have job again. You don't go to school again. And you are not preparing on how to prepare for your future. You want to be armed robbed beside our lovely Biafra nation. My God, use your tongue and count your teeth. But of course, I'm saying this to the general public. I'm saying this to the agitators as well as the political gladiator. I'm saying this to every concerned Biafran citizen across the globe. If you people from your angle fail to develop the mind of our people, don't worry, you will see a generation of Skalewa and you will understand the true meaning of it. People like Mazime for Mazio BD, they will be crying and telling you a lot of things are wrong. It shouldn't be this way. Then some people want to score a goal. It doesn't work that way. Equipping the people is not the money. Equipping the people is getting them ready, preparing them for all things, anything. And so here in the Biafra nation, if these principles are not being put into consideration, if they are not being installed into the next generation, get ready. This hulo balo you are tossing around, it will boomerang. Some people say, hey, what are we doing? We are here to rebuild the value for life. We are here to make sure our people are principled. We are here to make sure they understand what they are asking for. We are here to make sure that everybody who put their hands on the plow will not look back. We are here to make the world understand that we are serious about Biafra. And many more. And so we continue to expose anything exposable. We continue to expose anything that is exposable. And so if one way or the other You think that, oh, there is a way they do the thing, you're going to shut it down. My brother, you lie. The journey has just begun. So whatever you do, however you want to do it, make sure that you ask yourself questions. If all of you fail to make sure that the next generation is equipped, I tell you, all of us will suffer it in the end. And of course, at this moment, our lines are open, and then you are free to call in. For those of you who cannot be able to get my studio line, because as I'm talking to you now, there are a lot of amateur hackers. Once I'm on air, they start attacking my system and the rest of it. But then, I think I relaxed for them for so long, that is why they are able to access it. But then, we will continue. The studio line is the studio WhatsApp line is 070 815 45642. 070 815 45642. For the last time, our studio WhatsApp is 070 815 45642. I beg your pardon. 070 815 45642. And then our direct line is 081 221 52971. 081 221 52971. Like I said, if you are not able to connect with the studio line, you are free to connect with me through my private WhatsApp and other social media platform. And of course, I will not give that number out, but if you have it on this program, you are free. I'll be back in a minute. Yes, a caller on the line. Can you hear me? Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Can you hear me?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here.
Dr. Onyibe. Thank you for all your good work. You really made my day today for all the teachings. I'll continue. I will not forget to greet our director, Udogumuka, the gentle lion, which you care for me, which you care for me. Our daddy in the Lord, Daddy Obido, my elder brother Onwuka, Ukuyonwuka, Dr. Kadu, and many others that I could not remember their names now. Those that have made it possible for us to have this child of circumstance, for us to air our view. I say good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and good night, depending on your time zone. For the good conscience and goodwill people of Biafra Nation Alliance, and the people, the chairman and the deputy of Biafra de facto customary government implementation. I greet all of them. You have actually spoken for a length and you have nailed it on the cross. Those that have not gone, they will not know what is on ground. And it's good that the drama is unfolding for people to really know what is going on. There are some people that I was able to chat on Facebook when I made the comment. They were questioning it because many of them were saying when the Nigerian forces display the corpse of people that they killed, they will come on air and say that they are not unknown gunmen, that this one are cultists, this one are this one are innocent people. They are using it to deceive themselves. And I ask them, do you people actually know the consequences of what you are saying? Are you now claiming openly that you know the unknown gunmen and you are claiming ownership of it now? People are called unknown gunmen, and you are now claiming the ones that they are and the ones that they are not. They are not. Meaning that you people know the unknown gunmen and you are the ownership of the unknown gunmen. Instead of them to answer me the question, then we start insulting me. And I told them, look, it's no matter of insult, because insult will never bring Biafra for us. And killing people will never bring Biafra to us. Rather, you are trying to give the whole world the evidence to have the terrorist organization that they tagged you people with. I think the best thing is that when somebody tell you that you are an armed robber or you are a cultist or a gangster, you try and live a disciplined life and a principled life for those people to know that actually you are different from what they are calling you. But now you're carrying it and confirming it that yes, I am what you are talking about. So what am I trying to say in effect? They have suddenly forgotten the troops of Janjaweed, according by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that trooped into this Biafra land before December. They forgot to realize that all these things they are always saying on praying for non-gunmen, telling them whenever they hear that people are killed, you will be on social media hailing on non-gunmen. You are not on ground to know what is going on. Then you are hailing them, claiming the responsibility of everything. And then now, thank God that the governor have been able to arrest some of the people doing this thing. These people will now come under the guess that yes, non-government is operating in the East. They will now come in different ramifications to come and start disseminating our people and eliminating our youth. After eliminating them like that, the strong men and women that will stand the heat when it finally comes, then they will now come to wipe the devil overnight. I will not say us because they will not get us. So it's that we are fighting for, agitating for a country is not a reason why all our conscience will be wiped out. I think it's a high time that youth will stand up, adults will stand up and start reasoning well. Even I'm advising those that are still clamoring and clapping hands for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu because he's still a human being. He must still have a follower. No matter what happens, somebody must still have a follower. There's no single soul that even salt that sweetens to every individual. There's no human being that will be like that. There are some people that will feel like what the person is doing, but let them be guided, because the way they comment, the way they talk, their utterances, they are endangering themselves to the most, because you keep on claiming responsibility of certain things you know nothing about, and they're thinking that you are trying to show your ego. Like the adage you said the other day, they normally say it in our place as well. But that one, they use the cricket. They say immediately you cut a cricket like this, you hold it for hand in the form to show you that it's very strong. You want to use the legs to pinch you. You will be doing it in the form that before you know it, all the legs will be broken. He will use his hand and break his legs in the form that he wants to wicked you. That's exactly what is going on now. In the process that you want to hurt some people and to blackmail some people and to dehumanize some people, you end up injuring your own self. So I think there's not much gospel in the evening class. You have already said it all and you have nailed it. For those that have ear, let them hear. But those that don't have the ear, let them continue. Continue allowing your fellow human being to start mesmerizing you and remove your taking faculty and carry other garbage and put inside your brain. You will get up and start. If they say go, you go. If they say come, you don't have the opportunity of sitting down to analyze issues. Do research on your own to know whether this information I hear or I had, is it real or is it formulated? Nobody has the opportunity of analyzing any information again. You just hear them say, you carry all of them into your pocket. And we forgot to realize that all these people that are on the social media saying all this, none of them know exactly what is happening on the ground. None of them, many of them didn't know. And you are at your comfort zone up there. When somebody makes a post or make a video, you will go there and gather it and start analyzing and start posting, showing how energetic and how buoyant you are in your office. You forgot that people are dying here every day. Those that claim that they know it all, let them come home and join this unknown government and the ESN and fight this battle. Why are you sitting up there sending people to go and die on your behalf? And you and your family, your wife, your children, all of you are there. Then you are inciting violence into the system so that those of us at home will be washed out within a twinkle of an eye. The God in heaven will not allow it to happen. It will never allow it to happen. The law of karma must come to play part. There are these four elements of things as far as this world is concerned. This land we are marching, the heaven we are looking onto, the air we breathe in, and the water we drink. These four things must judge that person that stays somewhere and sending our people into their early graves. It must judge that person. If it's not today, it must be tomorrow or the days to come. But definitely it must come to play. So, my dear, I don't have much to say. I just really want to thank you. Continue doing your good work. You taught us what we know today. You started it time memorial. It's not now that you will stop. So far, you are telling us all these things in truth and holiness. We must continue to be by your back and stand with you and stand with you. There is nothing the devil can do. Not today, not tomorrow, not even the day to come. So we stand with you. We know we go nowhere. All what we know is that Biafra must be restored during our time. Good night, sir.
Thank you very much and God bless you. Of course, the truth is clear. Call on WhatsApp right there.
Hello.
Good evening.
Brother Judge Onyibe. Yes, good evening, sir.
Yes, my brother.
Yes, my name is Nkemjika. Nkemjika is the administrator for River State. I greet you, Brother George Onyibe, and all our brothers in River State, and all those who, fight for Biafra, from our brother George Uchemefo, Dr. Kado, and all those I will not mention, those I couldn't mention, those I may not even know them. Um, I I find it very interesting to give this report because here we are seeing, obviously, hello. Okay. So I want to give this like a report of what's happening. I want to tell the world that today marks curfew in River State, in the entire 23 local government of River State, starting from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the morning. As I'm talking to you now, there's no human being on the streets of Port Harcourt or the streets of River State because of what we are suffering today. River State is believed to be Biafra land, and the most hard-working population of River State is the Igbos. You might argue for it. The most hard-working population, is it in the market? Is it in hustling, street hustling? Is the Igbos, the Biafrans? Are we enjoying it? We have some calculations. We have to do some calculations. Today, I am afraid to open my mouth to tell you that I am from Biafra. It's very hard for me to open my mouth in Igbo land. Hello, can you hear me? So it's very risky. It's very risky right now for any Igbo man in River State to say I support Biafra. It's very, very risky. Was it like this before? Was it like this before?
Those are signs of unstable network, among others.
Today,
we are back.
the governor of the state is for people and us, for us. Who are the ones suffering it? Who are the ones suffering it? So if we can take a very good record of what is happening, we really need to take into account that this thing called unknown gunmen is not giving us any good record. It's not giving the Igbos any good reputation due to the way a man chooses to handle it. So the Nnamdi Kanu is not taking this thing for our interest at all. He's not protecting the interest of this struggle. This is just what I want to report, because here in Igbo, I'm even hiding making this call. You can imagine that, because there's no good network in my house. So I'm outside where the whole environment is very quiet. But I cannot open my mouth and say to anybody in River State that I support this struggle. I may be endangering my life. And when I'm picked up and dealt with, if I will survive, I will be alive. Is there any record of my head? Is there any record of what happened to me? This is what we are seeing today. So I want to encourage all our people. This is a very hard time for this struggle. Honestly, this time around, if you open your mouth and say that you belong to this struggle, you are like a criminal. You are really like a criminal. After all, it has been proscribed. Having been proscribed, we all know what it means. Not to talk of someone claiming responsibility of unknown gunmen. You call them saints. Then you have adopted them. So whatever they do, you are the ones responsible for them. You are responsible for them. So of you to find a way, if your hand is not there to fight these people, you are happy accepting them and adopting them. So if you mention these people now, it is now associated with the Igbos. Today, police stations are burned. Police stations are burned. Over 80% of those in the police stations are not Northerners. They are not Northerners. Neither Yorubas. They are your brothers. You go to police station and burn your brother. The next thing the governor will do now is lockdown. Lockdown where? In the same land that you are fighting for. When there is lockdown, no worker will earn salary. Traders will not make money in their businesses. No activity will survive. So is it in our own interest? It's not in our own interest, because there will be hunger and of course there will be death. Let me stop here and allow some persons to talk. As it stands now, I'm conscious of mentioning IPOB because the state is very high right now. Thank you, my brother, for what you are doing. I'll be listening. Good night.
Thank you, and God bless you. And of course, the truth cannot be overemphasized. The governor of Akwa Ibom has just told you that the people who attack them are Janjaweed, according to Nnamdi Kanu. But yet, Nnamdi Kanu zombies are they say, unknown gunmen. What you not they gone? What you not they know? Is this the mindset we're going to enter Biafra with? But believe me, Biafra will be restored, and the mind of our people must be prepared. The Lagos State Governor has issued an order to stop motorcycle, Okada riders. They are going to demolish all the house and the shanty, as they call it. There are many things they are doing. Many of our people are the target. But at the end of the day, you will be forced to go and develop Ogun State, Osun State, every state, neighboring state with Lagos. These are not good for a nation, But at least they are strategically developing their place. But here, instead of us to empower our people, our youth, to be ready for the challenges that lies ahead, we are the one destroying it in our true Biafra. Is that how that Biafra is going to be? It's unfortunate. My brother on WhatsApp, are you still there?
I'm here. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, my brother. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. First and foremost, let me say a massive thank you to you. And good evening to all Biafrans, friends of Biafra and lovers of freedom. And to all, both previous, our sister has said it all and our brother has said it all. I hope I want to speak to two people in particular. The coward Nnamdi Kanu and his coward supporters in diaspora. I've seen so many of them writing nonsense on social media. They do not understand the tension. I always maintain I'm born in Rivers State. My parents are still there. This evening, at least I spoke to so many on WhatsApp. There's high military presence. In fact, few of the areas I don't want to mention, there are SARS all over the place. These are things that is avoidable. Today, the federal government of Nigeria has gone to meeting, and they've come about to say those attacking police stations or military formations is a declaration of war. But they never made this comment since Boko Haram was attacking military formations. But you've always said it. Nnamdi Kanu has only given these people a leeway, an invitation to treat, to come and militarize our people, to come and oppress our people. Today, the argument in Rivers State is not the curfew anymore. It is Igbo are causing problem for them. Most people today are making videos prior to 7 o'clock. There was gridlock in Ajib. Everywhere there was gridlock traffic. People were racing to their houses because of these stupid touts. Now, he claims he has an unknown government, they are powerful. This is the time they should come out and show their might, because there's already military presence. Let them come out now and attack the SARS all over the place, the military men. Where are they? What? I mean, these people in diaspora, God will never spare the lives of their children. Since they are determined to destroy the lives of the vulnerable youths, their own children, no matter where they are, the same vengeance. They need to understand something. These children that are being killed, these youths, they have mothers, they have parents, they have siblings. The same way their mothers are mourning, crying for the death of their children, it shall come to them. This is just one thing they need to understand. Because when what are they thinking? Now we are seeing Nnamdi Kanu. There's military presence as we speak in the southeast. There's military presence in Rivers State. Where is he? Let him go and confront the military. He's a coward hiding. And everyone who supports his shenanigans is a coward. Like Nnamdi. I'm calling him a coward. What do I have to hide about my identity? Does he understand? Now we have aged parents that are sick. We have pregnant women. So if someone needs to go to the hospital, there's no way for them. People are afraid. People almost living in siege. Is this not worse than the Fulanis? Nnamdi Kanu is even committing genocide against Ndi Biafra. So what was he accusing the Fulanis of? The other day, people were busy supporting what happened in Ozobo. The local vigilante, they have the blessing and right to protect their community. Now, who is killing our people? Is it the Fulani or Nnamdi, the coward Janjaweed, and his misguided youth? For how long? Today, the argument is all about Ndi Igbo are trying to create a problem. And you've said this thing some time ago. If the war breaks out, Ndi Igbo will on our own. Do people understand the level of investment that Ndi Igbo are highly vested? Now, most of them clamoring for war. Let them look at what is happening in Israel. At least Israel has a technology to intercept the missiles from Hamas. And I ask again today, if the Nigerian state decide to go rogue within our region, when they start dropping bombs, rockets, do we have what it takes to intercept even one single grenade? Do we have what it takes to neutralize them? No. The answer is simple no. Every normal human being sits down, weigh and calculate every action. But this coward never. All he does is to sit on radio, rant. Who is he killing? Young youths. He is married with kids, and he has lived a bit of life. He is depriving these guys from living, at least from living. Nigeria is a broken country. That does not mean he should take advantage of the sufferings and the frustration on ground to misguide these people. There are ways to go about these things. We have representatives. There's nothing wrong in engaging in conversation. There's nothing wrong in engaging in dialogue. There's nothing wrong. I mean, we have stakeholders. What is wrong in engaging our stakeholders? What is wrong in constructively engaging those who need to speak for our interests? They are human beings like us. Like you rightly said, with proper arrangement, devil can see God. Today, the South leaders are having meeting in Asaba because of this stupid lunatic. Now there's military all over the place. There's SARS on the streets of Port Harcourt. Where is he? We're not even talking about where is he? Let's come and ask them to leave. You know, I don't know why these people in diaspora, because they're all frustrated. They think they're fighting for Biafra. When they come on social media destroying their passport, it is not because they love Biafra. It is because they want to seek for asylum. And that is what they are trying to build their case. To say, oh, I destroy my passport and Biafra. 99% of them in diaspora claiming that they are Biafrans. What they are after is that documentation, not Biafra. Truth must be said. For how long are we going to keep people quiet? These are the facts that when they say, oh, you're attacking your brothers. Why must it be you? No, because these people are using these guys back home as their cheap bargain. It's just a bargain chip for them. How many of them can beat their hands on heart that are fighting for Biafra? And most of them will be in diaspora, encouraging people back home to go and, put their lives in harm's way. When they are here, trying to protect themselves and their family. What a wicked set of people. I challenge them, let most of them come out and tell me if it's not because of asylum. How many of them are in diaspora, in Germany and all over the place, that say they're doing Biafra from their hearts of heart? Most of them are doing it because of their documentation. Is it because some of us are keeping quiet? I live in England, I know the system. Enough of this nonsense. Today, people cannot even go out. Nightlife has gone. Night economy has gone. Not everybody have a 9-to-5 job. Some people, their businesses start from 6 p.m. probably to 12. What about our mothers who sells restaurant, who runs like cafe? How are they going to feed? What about our elderly parents who relies on, doing some cab job or taxis? Or how are they going to feed? Do people sit down and think? The war has not even started, yet we're under siege. Is it when this guy bring this war to us, which we are not prepared for? Who's going to come to our aid? I mean, countries sit down and think. Just like when the United Kingdom was about having the no deal in Brexit, they sat down and said, no what? We are going to struggle with pharmaceutical supply for the next 2 years. They stock up these things. Now, these guys are calling for what? They are calling for anarchy. They are calling for chaos. They've never asked themselves. Let them use the lockdown as an example. How many families has the resources to stock up food for 1 week? Do they think if this war comes, it's gonna be child's play? Or do they think they're talking about what they watch on TV? Most of them need to sit their ass down and watch YouTube and see what is happening in Syria. Let them go and look at the city of Aleppo. When the rockets start flying, it will get to everybody. This is not just a job for George Onyibe or those of us who call in. It is affecting everybody. But at the end of the day, there's military presence. Yes, it is affecting everybody. People will be harassed. People will be abused. People will be beaten up. Now, they even have the legitimate reason to beat up Biafrans for no reason. So does it mean somebody that is coming back from Enugu, that is coming to Port Harcourt, is going to be stuck between the border Onyibe and River State? Or is he going to sleep on the way? Now, why can't people think? And most of them back home doing these things. To whose advantage? These guys have no social contract with you. They don't even know if you exist. What a shame. They're talking about donation of victims. Is it donation that Nnamdi Kanu is to go and buy ammunition? Who even sell arms to him? The world today has seen us as aggressors. Enough of this nonsense. Enough of sufferings in the land. Every Nigerian is adding their voice. Does he think he's not even armed? I don't want to mention people's name.
You are IPOB member. From today, stop sleeping in your house. How many IPOB member can pay house rent? Shame on all of you. But the zombies, if you say, Supreme Leader have said, IPOB don't sleep at home. Look at them. War have not started though. Go ahead.
It hasn't started. It hasn't started. And sometimes God has a way he works. If Nnamdi was in possession of 50% of what some of our brothers from the creek are in possession of, Nnamdi Kanu will just go on a genocide mission in Biafra land. That guy is evil. He has a black heart. He doesn't think he doesn't care about anybody. Does it? Now, every Nigerian is crying out. Already the country is about to implode. But why is this guy giving the military and the federal government the reason to occupy our space, to militarize us? Now, the federal government, they are shifting. They should go and look at the meetings today with the federal government. Buhari is shifting his attention from northeast to southeast. Is this not giving the enemy every reason to attack our people? What is this guy thinking? All these people in diaspora, the so-called Onyibe Congress, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? Now, most of them that lives in America, let me just give one analogy. Every black in America knows by being a black, his skin color gives him away. He has the risk of police brutality compared to a white person. Before the death of George Floyd, so many blacks have been shot dead. But the same America, there's arms everywhere. People have the legal right to secure arms. They have the Black Panthers. The Black Panthers, do they think they don't understand? If they take up arms, start attacking police officers, then the state will come for them. That is a suicide mission. And most of them in America, this World Igbo Congress people supporting this stupidity, how many of them would beat their head that they've not been subjected to police harassment in America? Why don't they pick up arms or encourage their family or other blacks? Let's take up arms and start attacking the local. Maybe let's go after the police and let them see the heat. There are things you don't do. They can describe Nigeria whatever they want to describe it, but it's a sovereign country, and they have their statecraft and they have their, they have their military. You don't confront them. We don't even have anything. If it breaks out today, where's the infantry? Where's the battalion? What are we in charge of? I mean, how many gunships have we got? Can people sit down and ask questions, for goodness sake? Can people sit down and ask questions? Now, he started this crisis. He cannot determine when it's going to stop. And if care is not taken, we are going to see more military presence. Our people are going to be living under so much, siege. Yoba, God bless you so much. Thank you for the good job. We keep speaking. The best we can do is to keep shouting, even if we say we are shouting. But at the end of the day, when this rain starts to fall, it will get to everybody's roof. That is one thing I know for sure. We will not be the only one to be casualty. Everybody, their families will be casualty. And everybody in Biafra land will feel the heat. Already, Paul Adefrasi said to them, have a plan B. Everyone knows Nigeria has imploded. There's no point saying it. It has gotten to us to rock. All we are saying, do not bring firewood that are ant-infested back, because you're inviting the lizard for supper. All we are saying, let us be strategic. Let us be tactical about these things. Let us not give the military any reason to occupy our land. And people need to go back and investigate 1967 to 1970. When the war was going on, it was only going on in Southeast. There was no bombardment in Lagos. The closest they got was Ore. Life was normal in other parts of the country. It's the same stupidity this guy wants to bring to us again. For the second time, we'll surrender. No victor, no vanquish. Is that what was for the second time? And we'll end up the stupid fools again. And we'll go back to that same, go back to that same suffering. Today, most of them in diaspora are supporting. If they have nothing to lose, let them think about their kingsmen who have things to lose, who are highly vested, who have investment, who have so much money in the bank. If the war breaks out or this thing goes out of hand, when they come back with the same policy, that every Biafran or every Igbo man will be given 200, maybe less than $200. Who will you blame? Who will you blame? Where were you when this guy was ranting? I call on every religious leader, opinion leaders, traditional leaders, youth leaders, every leaders of thought. They should add their voice. This is getting out of hand gradually. Thank you so much and God bless.
Thank you, brother. Always on point. We must continue. Yes, caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, my brother, George. How are you today?
I'm very fine. Good evening from here.
Good evening from here. I'm calling you. My name is Ikemna. I'm calling you from Canada. I was just calling because, it's been from one sad event to the other regarding what is happening in the Southeast. And this is I've known this thing. My brother called from UK. I think he was saying something about most of these people in the diaspora that are supporting this thing. They are not supporting it because they really want Biafra. They are supporting it because they want to normalize it for opportunity to seek refugee status. That's all. I've known it for a long time. That was why, if you know this, some years back, Nnamdi Kanu used to tell them, don't claim Nigeria. Say you are a Biafran, you will get your papers. So that singular statement made a lot of them troop into Biafra movement. A lot of them joined IPOB. So most of them you see in this diaspora, like my brother said, it's all about what they can. It's not what they can give to Biafra. That's why none of them can go home and join any ESN to fight. They are just in abroad. They want this crisis to escalate. That is how dark the soul of these people are. The soul of this majority of these people in IPOB, my brother. I know you were once part of it, and you realized how evil they are. That was why it takes somebody with soul to come out of IPOB now. You have to have a soul to know that the direction of IPOB is evil, and you withdraw from it. But most of them, they are dark. Yeah, are you hearing me?
Yes, go ahead, please.
So most of them in IPOB currently, with all this anarchy, with all this carnage being brought upon their own people, their own supposedly people that they want to free, and they're still supporting this carnage. It tells you the type of mindset that these people have, that they are dark souls. That is why personally, I no longer feel bad for them when I see them get killed, because they've become a more threat to the Southeast than even to Fulani herdsmen. I was watching a video, one time, a lady on Facebook narrate how she was beaten, how they use shovel. These are IPOB supervised by this soul and one brother to Kanu, fine boy or whatever the hell they call him. They use a shovel to knock off this woman's fingers, burnt her vehicle. These are so-called people that are fighting for Biafra. So, as one of the they are so disillusioned. They think this war they have a chance. They don't know history. They don't know the reason why the last war, the last Nigerian Biafran war lasted for that long was because back then the East, the Igbos more or less dominated the officers' corps of the army. So they had people the people that escaped from the north, the Igbo soldiers, they already went to training in Sandhurst, many of them. So they were officers. They were able to train people. What do they have now? A consul? Is that a commander? That is the one, a ragtag miscreant. That is somebody they are depending on to lead them to a war. And these people are cheering. It's so annoying. To tell you the truth, I never knew. Is this the kind of people that somebody wants to go into Biafra with? Look at this kind of people. People that have no mind of their own. Like you said, most of them are zombies. Even now, they can't come up tomorrow and say their own mother is saboteur. They should kill all their mother. They will go ahead and kill their mother. Many of them. Even now, they can come on radio now and say all IPOB members, your mothers and your fathers are saboteurs. Kill all of them. They will do it because they don't have a mind of their own anymore.
That is when many of them are going to end. Let's see the history of IPOB attacking anybody that is against their activities on ground here. That time they will understand the difference between he who do he and the here. They are joking. All of them, that their madness will cure very soon. I think now the country is already jumping up and down. Of course, they don't have brain, but we will repair their brain for them. Rubbish.
I don't even want to have their brain. These people should be deleted. That's why I support what Hope is of Duma is doing in Imo State. Go after them. Because these people they become more dangerous to the people now than Fulani S-men. Fulani S-men has not even committed this much crime like these people have done. If people are in IPOB, if they come out and tell you what they've experienced, these people, how can you say you are fighting for Biafra, you are defending against Fulani S-men, but you are the one killing people, raping, and beating people with machete? What the hell are we doing here? Now, we don't even know who is unknown gunmen and unknown, because now, everybody has taken advantage of these lunatics, so-called unknown gunmen. Like somebody was saying, Joe Igwekwe said something the other day. You can't blame him anymore. When you look at it, you can't blame Joe Igwekwe. The big problem that we are having here is Nnamdi Kanu. Anybody can just take advantage of what he said. The enemies, they are listening. So you can't. People are attacking Joe Igwekwe. The main person, the person that provided this loophole is this bastard called Nnamdi Kanu. He's the one that provided the loophole. So my brother is so sad, man. My anger now is directed towards these animals, so-called people in diaspora that are supporting this evil. So thank you very much for your job and keep doing your good job, my brother. And God bless you.
Thank you very much. And of course, we continue to enlighten our people. We continue to tell them the truth. It's just a matter of time. They will hit the point and their eyes will open. Nobody is talking about Biafra restoration. The only thing now is, our non-government, yes, I ask them to put railway, yes, I give you order, they give your papa, be your mama order. Who are you giving order? Rubbish. That is the only thing we are doing. Strategic program to get Biafra is no longer there. PDP, 2023 election, right? It's okay. Let's call on WhatsApp. Are you there?
Yeah, good evening, George Onyibe.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Oriako. I'm calling from Germany.
Go ahead, my brother.
Okay. George Onyibe, I don't know. I wanted to ask one or two questions, but I don't know if you have the time to enlighten me.
You see, I have stopped answering questions because I noticed that some zombie of Nnamdi Kanu, that is what they do. If you go on Facebook now, Nnamdi Kanu is broadcasting, but they are here trying to rubbish their father. But I'm happy the next generation are listening and watching all of us. Go ahead with your question.
The issue is that, sometimes when Nnamdi Kanu is doing question and answer every Friday, but
he arrange people that will ask him question. If Nnamdi Kanu is sincere, let him open one Facebook page so that he will see how hopeless he has become. So it's not about trying to manage the brain of our people. If Nnamdi Kanu said he is loved by the people, let him come up one day and say, this is my Facebook page, I will broadcast from there. You will see how decayed he has become. Go ahead with your question.
The first question I want to ask, because whenever Nnamdi Kanu was doing question and answer, I'm listening, but whenever I'm calling the phone, sometimes he will pick. Sometimes the phone is not going to.
They arrange people that will call. So if you like, call from here till tomorrow. They arrange people because what he's going to hear is not ready for it. Go ahead.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you one or two questions, but my number is not picking. But I have some questions to ask here. Because according to our Igbo proverb. So, and you people, I should say you people know more better than us. So I want to ask, what is Biafran nation? What is their agenda? What is their aim towards Biafra? Because
that is
we have been,
okay.
Their aim towards Biafra, number one.
Yes.
And secondly, another thing is that when Nnamdi Kanu started this Biafra agitation,
yes,
they said he betrayed Wazirike.
Yes.
And he take over.
Yes.
Then people started following him.
Yes.
Because of the way he's talking, he preaches the truth.
Yes.
This is number one thing I know is for sure.
Like calling Wazirike saboteur. Like calling Wazirike saboteur.
I'm not talking about calling Wazirike saboteur. I'm talking about what is happening in Nigeria. I'm not talking about Wazirike.
We are saying the same thing. Nnamdi Kanu started by telling us that Wazirike is a saboteur. Nnayanwodo is a vulture and a saboteur. Even Father Mbaka, all of them are criminal. He keeps telling us now, and we believed.
Yeah,
and why he's doing that? No, be sincere now. Is that not what he's saying? Is it not cause? Did he not cause Wazirike? Yes or no?
Of course.
More than 10 years. Did he not cause Nnayanwodo more than 10 years? And then he was causing Nigeria. Now we are doing the same thing. We are causing Nnamdi Kanu because it's worse than Wazirike and then Nnayanwodo put together. And we are still exposing Nigeria. Are you not seeing we are doing the same thing? I think you see now.
Yeah,
but then you didn't caution him not to cause Wazirike. Is Wazirike not Igbo man? You never bothered you to tell him not to cause Nnayanwodo. You say Nnayanwodo not Igbo man. Thunder fire Nnamdi Kanu and every idiot of Nnamdi Kanu who think they can mess up with our brain. Look at idiots. It's people who are not sincere to themselves. You see, he started preaching. He was cursing Nigeria. So you want me to curse Nigeria? The same Nigerian Nnamdi Kanu went and collect money from idiots everywhere. Nnamdi Kanu has not broadcast one day without insulting his father and his mother. Nnamdi Kanu must insult his generation before he goes down. All of you are enjoying it because your brain is damaged already. It's unfair.
Hello? Hello?
Go to Nnamdi Kanu's platform and say that. So this is where the people make the mistake. For 10 years, Nnamdi Kanu every day, Wazirike. If it's not Wazirike, Nnayanwodo, all the governor are criminal, all the politician, all the Igwe, everybody are idiot. Your father is a goat, you are a rat in the cage, you are a mugu, you are this, only Nnamdi idiot Kanu, only him. It doesn't give you concern. We are watching you and that Biafra now. IPOB, one family. You are afraid now to answer IPOB. And you can't think something is wrong. The same people who would have protected you are the same people very desperate to snuff you out. And the same people you claim you are here to defend are the same people you are killing. Because Nnamdi Kanu does not come out on his own Facebook, he hide on different Facebook and be writing rubbish. We want to behave like him. God forbid. We are the sons of our Father. We are who we are. Why we are doing what we are going to do about Nigeria, and it will shock you when the result will come out. You think we are here to do? Now the Kanu must be exposed, except he repent. That is what we are doing here. That same thing he did to Nyangudu. That same thing he did to Rafael Wazurike. That same thing he did to Umiumiu. That thing he did to Ike Nanwan Onenyi. That thing he did to Barrister Imam Mezu. That thing he did to his brother, his deputy, his closest ally, Ikemefo. That thing he did to Bidio Benu. That thing he did to Dr. Kado. That thing he did to Anebogo. That thing he did to Daughter of Zion. That thing he did to Owan Zurumba and Nwokenkwo. That thing he did to George Onyibe. That people he called saboteur. And the people he led to their death. Their blood will speak. Not in his favor. Now no the shame. Look at every saboteur we have. So Nnamdi Kanu is the manufacturer. The only good man, an idiot, will come to my land and talk rubbish about that hopeless animal. They are fighting for Biafra. It's 2023 presidential election, and we are gladly, patiently waiting for all of you. So when we come here, we say, oh, Nigeria is janjaweed, Nigeria is good, it's evil, we will kill Nigeria, we will bomb Nigeria, we will do like this, and we will kill everybody. And then you say, hey, they are formidable, hey, they are doing well, they are doing well. Is that how it's supposed to be? Is that what we are supposed to be doing? Ordinary to organize our people, you people can organize yourself. Every day you are speaking in connection with Nnamdi Kanu. When he was abusing everybody, you people are enjoying it. Under my watch, Ujemevo sold Radio Biafra to MI5. Under my watch, you people were happy. Hey, they cannot survive. God will catch them. And few days from now, you begin to hear this radio on FM around Biafra land. Because people are not jumping up and down here. You think we are not doing anything. But then what has Nnamdi Kanu done for almost 12 years? What did he do? He has spent 10 years insulting everybody. He has spent 13 years to 14 years stealing our money, jumping up and down. Now they mumu himself. Now he's repeating his old brokers. Nothing to talk again. He don't talk everything he need to talk. Nothing to talk again. You are hallucinating if you think you can make me to change my stand. Everything happening here today, they know it's going to happen because I promised them. For 4 years, we want to talk sense into that drug addict in Nnamdi Kanu, who caused his father, caused his mother, caused everybody, who that is the hopeless animal for 4 years. And if we have allowed him to bring out this madness without registering our displeasure, most of you blame us for keeping quiet. Now we are talking now. Some idiot are coming to they tell you how to talk. Biafra, Biafra, Igodomi Godo Biafra, Okotomi Koto Biafra, Ototori Toto Biafra. Go and raise fund now. All of you who are fighting for Biafra, for interior purpose, motive, you will be exposed. I am your destiny and I'm your doom. We have ways to free our people and move on. He practically destroyed everything. Go to River State now, there is curfew. Do you know more than 70 to 50% of the hustlers in River State? It is in the evening they make their money. And so they are going to suffer. But the war has not started. Our people are suffering already. And the criminal is jumping up and down, hiding under the clause of righteousness. How many people did he rape? How many people did he kill? Useless set of people. Where is gifted gift? Gifter Hamefuna. Where is she? What did you people do to her? Where is Chidebere Onwudiwe? What did you people do to her? Where is Ikechukwu Ogbonwodu and the rest of it? You think because we are keeping quiet and waiting for the idiot to come out so that we know who we are fighting? You think we are stupid? We are looking for Biafra. I give order, I give challenge, I give this one. Good
evening, Doctor.
Ada Biafra, you are welcome this evening. Go ahead, please.
Amadeo have fighted 60 battles and help us to achieve Biafra. As we are going, my name is Ada Biafra. I come from Nebon, Biafra land. Thank you for the good work you are doing for Biafra. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much for not keeping quiet. Because if you kept quiet without revealing this truth, you would have done more damage than any other person. But thank God you do not keep quiet. And thank God that you speak out. Many of them that are having now on your Facebook page, all of them know the truth now. As you are looking at them, there may be 3. They have almost 5 Facebook. They're commenting through all the rest of them, including Eperima Kano. He is even using a fake account to be asking people questions. He used that fake account to come to my Facebook page and started asking me questions. I directed it to him. I said, you did this, you did this, you did this. You used this person, did this. You killed the person you used. You use this person, you do this, you kill the person. Why are you killing the people that you use to do evil job? Why? Because you want to cover up. And from that cover up, you want to kill more to cover up. And from there, and there all this dragon flag now. The dragon is eating blood, is red in blood. And our people don't know. All these things you are telling them, they don't understand. This dragon is eating blood, is sucking blood. And since it is that dragon, if you count the dead, it's more than the ones that have been killed since 1967. I'm telling you. And the people that have been killed are the strong men of Biafra. Is sacrificing their blood on the expense of that dragon we call the ESN. We said ESN is dragon. They answer the children of dragon. From fighting for Biafra, that when this Janjaweed will come to kill us, the land of Biafra will fight for us. Even sometimes they will have an accident. Sometimes something will happen. Sign will happen and all of them will kill themselves. But nothing anymore. Because the Mr. Bloodsucker, I don't know how many you want to use and do ritual. And you notice that whenever that blood flows, you come on air and start bragging, start telling stories. Many people will forget themselves and start following. You notice that thing. And when that blood goes down, you will go down, you will not talk again, you will not brag again, you will not make too much noise again. You will start telling from one story, old story, from one old story to another. From one old story to another. Those that came in 2019 and 2020 that came to come and grab post for Biafra, they thought Biafra is coming on 2020. You know, we deceive all of us. But many have gotten themselves like me. You see, whenever that blood flow much, you talk, you be giving order, and the blood goes down. Like this thing happens in Anambra now. You will not see blood again to talk because Anambra people will not take that in life. And I like the way they are following it. And all the governors of the Southeast, I'm just praying for them. I'm just praying that I'm pleading I don't know how they will see it if I say I'm praying. I'm pleading for them. If they catch those boys, I like what a boy is doing. If they catch those boys, let them catch them alive. Let them not kill them. Because they don't know what they are doing. They don't know at all. He has given them something so that they will be dying without knowing that they are dying. Because you will see this city will die, finish. Another city will say, no, we are still fighting. Meanwhile, you have seen the other people dead. And it doesn't shake them. They thought, I don't know how, whichever juju you use to destroy their brain, but I just understand that if they catch them, let them keep them one place. Because if they keep them one place at least for 7 days or for 2 weeks, 14 days, they will get themselves. And you see them pleading for forgiveness, I will tell you. And that's what I'm praying for them. That's what I'm pleading for all the Southeast governors. Let them not kill them. Let them not kill anybody. Let them catch them and keep. So that when they got themselves, then they will give them to their parents. And they will realize what they are doing. And they don't even know. Because you see that guy that answered Japan. That guy, now he was like, hey, he don't even know what he was doing. He's against the government. They don't know. He don't know anything. That blindness, that thing that blind, that's what I always pray for them. That those things that cover their eyes, that they may not see, so that they will be sacrificing their life for the kind of ritual. That they should be delivered. I'm praying this every day, that they should be delivered. As for that experiment, all the blood of Biafra, all the blood of Biafra is shed from the day where Mazimefo told him not to do Trump rally. He refused and do it, and the blood was flowed there. From that time that Mazimefo have noticed that this man is not doing anything. In fact, from their house, that he ran away 2 days before the army came, and he was telling us to come and die in his house, that he is inside his bedroom. Oh, all the blood that was shed on 14th of September 2017, from that 2017, and all the blood that shed when we went to Owerri to ask of his return, and all the rest of all the people that was killed from then till today. That blood will ask man the question wherever he is, and he will answer it one by one. Nobody will save him, because the blood of Biafrans are too bitter to be shed. The blood of Biafrans that he has shared at his command and control clean agenda, he will answer for it. The land of Biafra will credit him and his generation too. And everyone that knows that what he is doing is not good, those that he is not blind, knows very well that what this man is doing is serving Nigerian government. The money he collected from Atiku is what is killing our people to pay them back. If anybody knows this thing, either by prayer or by revelation or by notice or by reading or by character, that the way he talks, and you know this thing, and you close your mouth so that our people will be dying, you will answer with him and the canon. You will answer with him. Whoever you may be, wherever you may be, and you support this end, and you support Nnamdi Kanu to be cleaners, you too will answer for the blood of Biafra. you will answer. The day it will come up, oh my God, you will regret your life ever. I dey tell you, if you like, comment whatever you like in this whole wide world. Comment threat, because we know you with threat. And you execute your threat. But any day you kill any Biafran nation alliance, hey, that day you will see that blood passes blood. There are bitterest blood ever in this life. You can't kill everybody, you can't close everybody's mouth. If you close the politician's mouth because you are a politician, you can't close the mouth of Biafrans. Biafrans by blood, by spirit, everything is in us. You can't close our mouth. You put here. That become wherever you are hearing my voice. If we close our mouth, we will continue to talk, we will continue to speak, we will continue to open the eyes of the Biafrans, we will continue to talk. You want to share my blood? My blood is bitter. It cannot be shed like that. It cannot be shed. My blood is so bitter, too bitter to be shed. We wanted to close everybody's mouth so that you will be a Jagaban of Igbo land. Igbo doesn't have Jagaban. Go and ask. We drowned ourselves in the ocean of the white people, and you think we are not the same? You collect from this side, you want to use our blood to pay them. Because you know that Fulani are blood suckers. Because you know that Fulani are blood suckers, you want to use our blood. No way. And this man didn't even know. He was denying everybody that they caught alive, denying until he caught up. Maybe the brother because is close to him. They are sitting in one place. He knows if you deny Ikoto now, he will shoot him, you are dead. He can't go without talking about Ikoto. And he didn't even know how, he knows anyway, how they trace that Ikoto from from red-handed. They caught him red-handed and followed him up. And because they don't have military training, they don't have criminal training, they just move straight to their house. They came there and burned them. Because what activities they are doing is not good. And then Antikan was the father of that evil. He was the father of Satan. I never knew. If I knew this in time, if Chukwokite revealed this in time, that is a woman that all these things was revealed to. This woman refused to talk. I tell her, if she continues to be silent, she will receive Shomna. She will receive that evil that Nnamdi Kanu will do. And all these things was revealed to that woman on January. And this woman refused to talk. He just went inside and started to tell people, we don't know. He was doing like a mad person. Well, talk now. Talk, because you saw this and you know that what you saw is true. Why not talk? Why closing your mouth? No, may Chukwokika bless you. May Chukwokika bless Mazime giving us this platform to speak this truth so that the whole world will hear, so that eternity will remember today that every day that we say this truth to the hearing of the air, even if there is nobody listening, the air is listening. The land of Biafra, the spirit of Biafra is listening. I can't follow a man that did not have Biafra spirit. Biafra spirit have left Nnamdi Kanu many years ago. They left him. He was going under madness. He said it's any day he drive, he followed the enemy, that he will become mad. And we didn't know that the madness have come up, that the Biafran spirit have left. all of us are knowing until just few days ago, few months ago, that we understand. But we thank you, Kabiyama, for it. We thank him. Thank you for giving us words to speak for our people. Thank you. Keep on saying what you're saying. Keep on doing your good work.
Thank you very much.
I will fight your secret battle. Nothing will happen to you. No, nothing will happen to you. Thank you.
Yes. And of course, we are inching closer to the end of this program. The truth cannot be overemphasized. Whether you like it or not, this is just the beginning. Your brain is not working normal if you can't understand what we are doing. Now the Kano started. Wazirike is a criminal. He's a hotelier. Wazirike, Wazirike Kilibo. He was Riken Kao. Wazirike, Nayango Doe. Nayango Doe. Every day for 12 years, he's causing people. Now we want to talk about him. People who don't even know what is happening now. And they say, let's curse Nigeria. They when I can say, Nigeria is a Janjaweed. Hey, Nigeria is a zoo. Hey, Nigeria is a voo. All the curse we curse Nigeria, where did it lead us to? We are at the point now where we are the one killing our own. Now the Kano was threatening everybody. Without Biafra Human Rights Radio, you people will see what would have happened here. Hey, Judge Onyibe exposed season 1. Judge Onyibe, as he dey hot, as he dey cold, as he dey bright, as he dey do this one. Let me tell you, what you people have put in place, none of you can stop it. Temporarily, you people are obeying order. Useless order. I give order. Don't kill Igbo people making money genuinely. Don't kill it. But you see now they can't making money genuinely. Criminal. And non-government is working in Akwa Ibom. They are doing good job. Evangelism. The governor have told you, you don't. Who the people responsible? You hijack everything to become relevant. Career freedom fighters. On our expense, right? Don't worry. All of us are just warming up. We come here to save our people, and then you make the condition of our people to be worse than it has ever been. You don't know what to do. You don't have anything to do. Let me tell you, it's exactly the same thing as directed by the Creator. That is what we are doing. Does a pastor has a message without talking about Satan and then give you the option of salvation? We are here to give you options for salvation. We are here to save you. You will get it very soon. But the devil of our gospel is in Nandekano. The earlier you open your eye and see the truth, the better for all of you. You must understand we cannot be broken. You cannot break us. It is the truth that brought us here. And this truth must lead us home. Anything contrary will not lead anybody anywhere. And you must have it at the back of your mind. We come prepared. I am telling you, you are being worried by the spirit of Aruchukwu. took you to. Emboss me, let me remove the useless rubbish from your life. If you are part of the people they beat, they rape, they told you if you talk, they gave you oath to kill you, emboss me. We have solution to your problem. Back to your root. If you are here, you still want to fight to protect the integrity of our people and restore Biafra in the end. Look for Biafra Nations Alliance family and join. Nikoha and Ketan. Now the Kano has finished deceiving you. Hey, we are giving order. We are this one. We are Tambua. We are this one. Unyara. Nothing more than that. Be rest assured, we cannot be broken. You cannot break us. It is not possible for any of you. Sooner or later, you will understand. Good night and God bless you.
All of all the can